Can you explain why we should care? I know that's very broad, but why should we care about Taiwan?
Yeah, well, I think there's a good reason to care about Taiwan because it's a fellow liberal democracy, and there's 24 million people whose freedom would be extinguished if they were annexed by the Chinese Communist Party. But even if you're not moved by that appeal to empathy of the Taiwanese people, it's in our national interest not to allow this to happen, because right now about 2/3 of Australia's international trade is seaborne and comes through the South China Sea and the Taiwan Straits and East China Sea. And that's okay because these are international waterways that no one power dominates or controls. But if the Chinese government were able to annex Taiwan by force, these key waterways that supply our economy would effectively become a Chinese lake, and they would decide what passes through it. So the economic coercion campaign that we had from China over the last couple of years would be like a walk in the park. They would be able to hold at risk all of our international trade, not just with China and Taiwan, but Vietnam and Korea and Japan and other important partners. And we would be in an incredibly weak position to resist. They would be able to turn on or turn off the tap on key commodities like oil and fuel to our economy, our exports, in a way that would force us to make some very serious compromises. And Peter Varghese, the former Secretary of the Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade, has said that what China seeks from Australia is a vassal state relationship where we're a nominally independent country, but our public policy decisions are made for us in China. And the list of 14 demands that they published during the economic coercion campaign very clearly set that out. They said they wanted members of parliament, media and think tanks to stop criticising China and its human rights record. We should abolish our foreign investment review and allow unrestricted foreign investment from China. We should repeal our foreign influence transparency scheme, which requires foreign governments trying to influence our democracy to be open about it. I mean, these are pretty fundamental questions about whether we're a sovereign liberal democracy. And without any kind of immediate military threat to Australia, they could have enormous influence and control over Australia, and we wouldn't be the sovereign country we are today.